Hello and welcome to the channel. After the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN's directives that the hold notes are again legal tender, several banks in the country have begun slowly easing the money back into circulation because the majority of which have been sent to the apex body and so are trying to maximize the few left in their vaults. This is even as the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) are threatening the federal government with a strike action if they fail to address the monetary issue within 7 days. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Naira crisis. Banks ration hold notes. NLC insists on 7-day ultimatum. Deposit money banks have begun to ration the disbursement of hold 1,000 Naira and 500 Naira notes to their customers amid uncertainty over whether the Central Bank of Nigeria will release the hold notes in its custody. This came about 24 hours after the CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele, announced that the hold 1,000 Naira, 500 Naira and 200 Naira notes remained legal tender. But despite the CBN statement on Monday night, the Nigeria Labour Congress on Tuesday insisted on the 7-day ultimatum it gave the federal government to end the cash crunch. The Apex Bank's position came on the heels of several weeks of confusion over the legal status of the hold currencies amid a series of Supreme Court judgments in a suit between some state governments and the federal government. The declaration by the CBN was expected to put an end to the scarcity of old and new Naira notes that had inflicted pain on Nigerians, but findings by the Punch on Tuesday revealed that the Naira crisis might not be over soon. Investigations by our correspondents revealed that banks were rationing hold notes to their customers via over-the-counter payments, with a few lenders loading their automated teller machines. But the Punch findings revealed that the majority of the lenders in Lagos, Abuja, Ogun, Kwara, and other states were paying only 5,000 Naira to each customer over the counters, while a few banks paid 10,000 Naira only. Further findings indicated that only a few banks loaded their ATMs, and most of them were disbursing only 5,000 Naira. Top bank executives revealed that most banks were paying what was left in their vaults, having sent a major chunk of old Naira notes to the CBN several weeks ago. Other officials said lenders were also paying customers from little fresh deposits made by their customers. Due to the Naira scarcity, Wema Bank at Ilupeju, Lagos, placed a limit on its ATM withdrawals from other banks' cards and was dispensing only old Naira notes. When the Punch visited the branch, the bank's customers were able to withdraw only 10,000 Naira with Wema Bank's cards, while other banks' customers could withdraw only 4,000 Naira. At the Access Bank branch on CMD Ikosi Road, Lagos, customers were asked to generate a code from the CBN portal before they could be allowed to deposit. They said this was mandatory, although the CBN had declared old notes legal tender. One of the bank officials who attended to our correspondent said, "We are paying the hold notes, but if you want to deposit them, you must go and generate the PIN from the CBN portal." A visit to the First Bank branch at Mazamaza along Lagos-Badagry Expressway revealed that the bank had started dispensing the hold notes via over-the-counter withdrawals. At the Union Bank branch also in Mazamaza, the situation was the same. The branches of United Bank for Africa, Access Bank and Fidelity Bank at Oshodi in Lagos also dispensed hold notes to their customers, although they had long queues. At the Fidelity Bank branch, one of their 3 automated teller machine was dispensing hold 1,000 Naira notes. A customer who collected the hold notes from the ATM, Helen Oji, expressed relief. She said this was the first time that she was able to collect cash from an ATM. "It is a major relief. POS charges are killing. I wanted to buy baby formula on Monday, so I went to collect 5,000 Naira and was given 4,000 Naira. It wasn't enough for what I wanted to buy. To be able to go back to normal is a relief." Meanwhile, when a bus conductor plying the Mile 2 Oshodi route on Tuesday attempted to refuse the hold notes, his passengers revolted and started handing him old 500 Naira and 1,000 Naira notes. he backed down and accepted the hold notes. A businesswoman, Omolayo Shitu, who went to buy fabrics at Oshodi on Tuesday, told our correspondent that traders had started accepting the hold notes. She said, "They are collecting the hold notes and giving them out." A POS lady who was telling someone she had only hold notes nearly got slapped as the traders insisted that there was nothing like old money or new money. "I have called my shop and told them to start collecting the hold notes," she said. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. On Tuesday, banks disbursed hold notes along the Alagbole Akute axis. Our correspondent visited three banks: First Bank, First City Monument Bank, and UBA. While all three banks were disbursing the whole Naira notes over the counter to customers, only FCMB had loaded their automated teller machines with cash. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has reiterated its resolve to direct workers to stay away from the office if the federal government failed to address the cash scarcity and fuel shortage in the country. The Congress stated this in a communique issued on Tuesday after the inaugural meeting of its Central Working Committee in Abuja on Monday. The NLC President, Joe Ajaero, had on Monday told Labour correspondents at the opening session of the meeting that the union would direct workers to stay at home if the federal government failed to resolve the cash crunch and fuel scarcity within 7 days. But a few hours after the NLC gave the ultimatum, the CBN, which had shunned the Supreme Court judgment on the new Naira notes, directed banks to accept and dispense the whole denominations. Notwithstanding the new development, the Congress in a statement on Tuesday said it might compel its members to withdraw their services if the government failed to make cash available within 7 days. The communique signed by Jairo read, "In the period under review, three major issues have engaged the attention of the nation: the presidential and National Assembly elections, scarcity of PMS petrol, and redesigning of the Naira notes and its aftermath." The CWC noted that elections have been held and we have made our broad observations in an earlier statement. It reiterated its earlier statements that those with issues with the outcome of the election utilized the courts to seek redress. The union accused the state of refusing to implement previous agreements reached between the state government and trade unions since 2021. 20-month salary arrears holds to some workers stigmatized as ghost workers. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time.